Here we are at part 2 of our magical mystery tour of 2 databases. And in this part, we're going to focus on Proquest. But I want to remind you one more time that if you don't have a library card from your local library, please get one and ask the librarians to help you get onto General One. It's an amazing database. What's next? Proquest, which is available through Northwood. Here we go. This is your link, your ADP library webpage, the whole thing. The main portion is the white section to the right, but if you look closely at the left area, right here, you'll see that there's a lot of valuable services that can help you out. So, couldn't you use help with the APA and writing papers? You can always ask a librarian. When I was working, I had access to, when I was working for the insurance company, I was also teaching, and so I had access to the libraries, the college's library and the college's libraries databases, and I used those often for regular research that I had to do. But I also asked the librarians because nobody is smarter about stuff than librarians. So make sure you take a look at these valuable sites and see what all you can get out of making the most out of your Northwood Library card. Okay, back to the site. Let's just look for Proquest. But before we do that, I want to ask you if you have a favorite database and would you like to share why you like it. Just email me and walk me through it a bit. As I said, I like these two, and so I focus on them the most. And I think it's useful to have more databases to look at because, as I said in the first part, databases have relationships with different publications and different news sites, and so you're always getting different information when you do the same search on different databases. So to find Proquest, we're going to look in the column that is the one to the farthest left in the white section. We're going to go down to the set, which is called databases and web links, and we're going to go to the second section and we're going to look for Proquest. And we're going to click on it. And this is what you see. You see the option for an advanced search. And we're going to pretty much do the same advanced search as we did in the other database. But we're going to get different results and we're going to see different kinds of screens. Not remarkably different, but different enough. So we're going to look for Ford Motor Company and diversity and inclusion. We're going to look for full text, and we're going to look at publications within the last 5 years, which you can get by looking at that drop-down field next to publication date. In this database, they use anywhere instead of keyword, and so I'm good with that, and I'm ready pretty much to move on. So here is my search: Ford Motor Company, cultural diversity and inclusion, full text, and specific date range within the last 5 years. That's my search. These are my results. And what do you notice? Well, holy moly, I notice that there are 776 results, not counting the ebooks, because I don't want to go to books, but 776 results. Of that, 480 are reports, 154 are scholarly journals, 64 dissertations, 30 are newspapers, 18 are trade journals, 12 magazines, 7 wire feeds, 5 other sources, and 3 working papers. And at the very bottom of that column on the left, if you can see it, right here, there's a hyperlink that'll take you to more options. And we're going to go to that right now. And this is the more options section. And as you can see, you can select the kinds of the types of sources that you think will be most useful. I'm not sure what reports are, and so before I delete 480 of them, I'm going to take a look at a few to see if they're useful. I'm pretty confident, though, that I want to delete dissertations. They are major research reports, and I don't think I have the time to wade through any of these, so bye-bye dissertations. To see what reports include, I just click on that option, and only the reports appear. The first one pointed to a problem that I forgot all about, and I'm going to show you right now. The first report was from Gazprom Oil and Gas Deals and Alliances Profiles. I don't know what that means, but I also don't see Ford Motor Company any place in this report. So, what did I learn? What did I remember? When I did my search, I was taking Ford Motor Company as a single unit, but I didn't present it as such. If I were to present Ford Motor Company as a term, I would have put it in quotation marks. Instead, I'm pulling searches that include the word company, the word Ford, and the word motor. So I'm pulling too many responses, and that's true for the search I did on the other database as well. So I'm going back to put quotation marks around Ford Motor Company and to see if that changes things. I'm hopeful it will. Here's my search. Here's my new results. It's better, better, better. I'm still not interested in dissertations, but I think I want to keep scholarly journals, especially on this topic, as social scientists will have things to say about this topic that might prove useful. 155 results may look like a lot, but by breaking them into parts, taking a quick look at titles, I'll be able to eliminate less useful sources pretty quickly. And I'm going to take a look at one that looks promising from the title. Maybe, maybe not. Here we go. It's the 5th one in relevance. It's called Wall Street Cheat Sheet, the 50 Best Companies to Work For in America. And it's from August 2016. That's pretty current. Good to know. I can find information about the publisher in the details section. It'll tell me who the publisher is, the exact date of publication, which I already have, and it'll provide a hyperlink so I can click through to the publisher's page and find the About Me section and determine if the publisher is credible or if it has a decided bias. I can get information from that. Or I can download the full text. And if I had provided a bigger image, I would have provided also a picture to the right where you can get a citation, email, print, and save the document. But for right now, I'm going to download the full text. And you'll see that the full text includes highlighting. And the highlighting actually is for the terms Ford Motor Company, diversity, and inclusion that we searched on. So also to the right, there was another option for finding the citation, printing, emailing, saving. This is the actual portion of the article, the highlighted area where Ford Motor Company is mentioned. And as you can see, the median pay is 92.8. That's pretty good. And there's high job satisfaction, 7. 78% of employees invest back into the community. I think that's what it's saying. I'm not getting the punctuation exactly. Blah, 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 blah. It's about volunteer hours. So nothing I think I want to use for diversity and inclusion. So this is a source that falls into the working bibliography, but I wouldn't waste my time in an annotated bibliography on it, other than to mention that it wasn't particularly useful at all. But you're going to find lots of articles that are useful, and in the annotated bibliography, write why they are. Write your analysis of why these articles are useful. So here's my big ta-da. And by ta-da, I mean ta-da. This is the final slide, and this is where I make my point. If you did the same search using Google, you'd get 159,000 results, and it would have taken Google 58 seconds to produce it. On the other hand, how long would it take you, and how many pages will you have to go through to find 2 or 3 excellent sources on the specific topic? You can get closer to good much quicker using a database search. I rest my case. Thank you very much.